Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. Today's topic is annuity calculator comparisons. Now, of course, at theannuityman.com, we have the best annuity calculators on the planet, but there are some other people out there that are trying to provide quotes as well, and that's fine. We love the competition. You know, I'm competitive, as you know. I'm Stan, the Annuity Man. But we're going to go through just some comparison, what to look for, and also cover, hey, I don't even know what calculator to use. How do I even get to that point? Stan, the Annuity Man. I don't want to be embarrassed that I don't know. Don't be embarrassed. Annuities can be a little bit complex when you're trying to understand which one you need to use. And we're going to do that and go through all of those details after this music. One of the questions I always get is A plus the best rated carrier to go with, or is A double plus the best rated carrier to go with? Should I go with A minus or an A? I mean, how do you do that, Stan the Annuity Man? Do you look at ratings? Which ratings do you look at? You know, etc. Good question, but let's kind of go backwards a little bit. It all comes down to the number of carriers. Now, at theannuityman.com, I mean, we pretty much represent every single company on the planet that will allow us to represent them. I mean, you're going to get a national quote at theannuityman.com. Now, with some of our competitors, some of the big boys out there, I'm not going to mention names, I love those people, I have accounts there, but they only recommend, say, 5 or 6 or 10 carriers. I mean, they have a limited amount of carriers. Or there are some of my competitors that actually take the quotes from my site and then put them up and kind of put an aggregate or an average of what it's going to be. When you go to theannuityman.com and you're running quotes, regardless of the type of quotes that you're running, you're getting a national quote for the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. We have no agendas. We love all carriers. But you know what we love more? We love the contractual guaranteed number more. I always tell people, don't fall in love with the name, fall in love with the contractual guaranteed number, because that's what you're going to make your decision on. And annuity quotes are like a gallon of milk. They change every 7 to 10 days. That's not a sales pitch. It's just reality. So if you ran a quote 2 weeks ago and you saw the carrier that you love at the top, you might run it 2 weeks later and that quote might be completely different and that carrier is lower on the scale of contractual guarantees because they're not trying to attract your age range or your age tranche at that point in time. So just look at them as commodity products. It's like buying a plane ticket. Annuities, there's not one that's better than the other, and if anyone ever tells you that, they don't know what they're talking about or they have an agenda. So the key with the Annuity Man and using the annuity calculators that we provide is we have no agendas with carriers. We're not trying to steer you somewhere. We're just saying, hey, put in your information and we're going to provide the highest contractual guaranteed quote. There are some sites out there that will actually, you go to their site and they'll actually point you to another place to run the quote, or they'll point you to another service. We don't do that. When you're at theannuityman.com and you're running quotes, you're staying on the site and we're providing you that quote. You're going to see it real time and then you're going to get an email with a link to look at that quote if you want to look at it at a later time. A lot of people say, well, which quote do I need? Which calculator do I need to run? I've made it real easy. Here's the way to look at it. Ask yourself these 2 questions and answer them. What do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? It's really, really that simple. So let's go through a couple of those. What do you want the money to contractually do? I want lifetime income. When do you want that to start? I want it to start now. That's a single premium immediate annuity. So you want to go to the SPIA quote calculator. Well, let's just say you say, oh, I need income to start 4 years from now, lifetime, me and the wife. So what do you want the money to contractually do? I want income. And when do you want it to start? 4 to 5 years from now. Then you need to go to the DIA quote calculator, deferred income annuity, and the income rider quote calculator. If it's a IRA asset, you might need to use a qualified longevity annuity contract. I know this all sounds very, very complicated. It's not complicated at all. And what I do encourage you to do is schedule a call with me. On the top left-hand side of the homepage of theannuityman.com, you'll see book a call. That's with me. It's 30 minutes. You have me for 30 minutes. We can run quotes. I'll run them right there, send them to you while we're talking. I can dig into your situation, confidential, ask you questions, and find out exactly what you need. And if you don't need an annuity at all, I'll tell you that as well. But I can certainly hone in on the type of annuity that will provide you the highest contractual guarantee. What sets us apart from every single other company, and no, listen, I love those guys, know most of them. It's a small world in the annuity world. But what sets us apart, number one, our calculators, we make it easy for you. We really do, to put in the information. You know, we've done the focus groups, and we have really honed in on the simplicity of the quote. So when you run quotes, it'll be easy. But what sets us apart is me stepping in at the very end when you want to talk and when you want to get down and dirty with the details, the confidential details, so I can run a customized quote. That's it. That's what's separate. I've been doing this a long time. I have cowboy boots older than most people that are pitching annuities out there. I've seen it, done it, forgotten more than they'll ever know. And that's not me boasting. That's just a fact. And if you're wanting to do an annuity, if you wanted to put money into an annuity, regardless of type, deal with the best. It's me. And that's what sets us apart. We do have the best calculators on the planet, but at the end of the process, I'm there for you. Let me talk about something that's very important to me when I put information into a website. I want to make sure that that information will not be shared or sold or go other places. At theannuityman.com, it's not. We're not going to share it. It's totally private. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's staying right there. The Annuity Man encrypted site. I have some of the best IT people on the planet. We're not selling that. We're not sharing that. We never will, period. I'm the biggest privacy nut of all time. If you think you're a privacy nut, you've met nut number one. Listen, I get it, and I understand the concern. You're putting in your name, you're putting in your date of birth, you're putting in your email address, and obviously you need to put in a real email address to get the quote emailed to you, right? And to have access to it in the future. But just understand, we do not share any of the information. We do not sell any of the information. It is 100% private. And you have my word on that as Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, top agent out here, that we understand those privacy concerns. I have people on staff that are working day and night to make sure that everything is locked up and safe. So when you run those quotes, you can be confident that that information is only going to stay at the Annuity Man. Hey, one more thing about the privacy issue. A lot of the sites you go to and you put in your information, they're selling your name for $150 to $300 or whatever to agents, and agents are buying it and then they call you. We're never doing that. I'm the agent, okay? I mean, this is it. We do not do that. We never sell or share. I just want to make sure that you understand. The other sites, some of the competitors we have out there, they're selling those names. So just be very, very careful. You can be very confident using our calculators, period. Hey, one last thing. I would encourage you to go to my site at theannuityman.com, get the book, schedule a call with me. But there's also, under the About drop-down, there's something called the Customer Journey video. I would encourage you to click that. It's about 3 to 4 minutes long. And it takes you through the process of if you wanted to move forward with the Annuity Man and my team that is fantastic. From start to finish, it explains the application process. We're very transparent about that. So we want you to know how the process works if you want to be a client of ours, and we certainly hope that you do. Hey, thanks for joining me on this video. I mean, you're here. I really appreciate that. But do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, share it, tell your friends and not friends, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.